Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is HDSIGNATURES. Today I'm going to be showing you guys everyday makeup look that you could wear to your office for running an errand, and also to basically maybe a lunch date. So this makeup look is going to be an everyday makeup look. It's going to be very natural, and it's going to be very natural and skin friendly. So without further ado, let's jump right into this tutorial. So guys, I'm going to start with skincare. For every makeup application, guys, or for every makeup that you want it to last really long and look good on you, you want to make sure you do your skincare religiously. I mean, you want to make sure that you don't gamble on your skincare, guys. Skincare is very important to any makeup look. Regardless how heavy or how light you want the makeup to appear, you still need to make sure that you incorporate a good skincare routine before your makeup application. So guys, and one thing I would like to say is, before you go ahead and apply your makeup, you want to make sure you factor in what type of skin you have, so that way you'll be able to know what type of skincare products you should get for yourself. For me, I have a combination skin, but I'm more of oily skin to dry, so the product I'm going to be using is basically for oily skin. So you guys can also make some research, study your skin and know which part of the skin types your skin falls on. Then you can be able to get skin products, skincare that is targeted towards your type of skin. So I'm going to be cleansing my face, and I'm using tea tree daily use cleansing foamy face wash. If I was to use this face wash at home, I'll use a warm water to take it off, but because I don't have warm water to rinse that off, I'm going to be using micellar water. We all know that micellar water is not harmful to the skin. It's very mild. It's just like water. You don't have any reaction or any left any aftermath reaction from using this product. At least from the ones that I've used, I've never had any form of reaction from it. So guys, this micellar water is from Cosmetics, and I'm going to be applying that on a cotton pad. So this is just going to basically help me take off that foam face wash. I'm going to give it some time to dry. Once it dries, then I'll go ahead and apply the next thing that I need to apply onto my skin. I'm going to go ahead and apply moisturizer. I'm going to go ahead and use my facial oil. I know some of you are scared, especially those that have oily skin. You always want to stay away from anything that contains oil, because you feel it's going to break you out the more because you have oily skin. But let me tell you something, guys. The fact that you have oily skin doesn't mean that you should stay away from using any skincare that contains oil. All you need to do is to find out if this oil actually work well with your type of skin. If this oil is not that type that's going to clog your pores, so you want to make sure you try and read more about that oil. I could give you guys like 2 or 3 types of oil that I feel works well with oily skin. I know jojoba oil works well with oily skin. I know lavender oil works well with oily skin, and I know sweet almond oil also work well with oily skin. These are oils that when you apply them, it doesn't make you feel greasy. You don't look greasy. It makes you look really hydrated, but it doesn't give you that greasy effect. So maybe you guys should read more on this oil. These are oils that you can actually use underneath your foundation, or you can mix with your foundation if you want a very sheer foundation textures. So guys, I'm going to be using this oil. So this oil, what I have in here is sweet almond oil and lavender oil. So guys, the next thing I'm going to be doing, in order to lock all these that we just used in place, I'm going to spray a setting spray, and this setting spray is from Royal Makeup. So guys, once you allow the setting spray to set into your skin, you're going to go ahead and use your mattifying primer where you know you oil the most. What I'm going to be using is a sachet setting powder. I'm going to be placing that at the T-zone of my face. Those are the places that I know I oil the most. So I'm going to be going into applying my foundation. Your everyday foundation should not be a full coverage one because you're not doing a photo shoot and you're not going out to a party. But if you have a lot of breakouts and you feel you don't want to expose them because it makes you feel, you know, you are going to be conscious of it, doesn't make you feel like yourself, then please go ahead and use a full coverage. Just do what makes you feel happy. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to, you know, apply your foundation, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to spot conceal any part of my face that is showing any form of blemishes. So I'm going to be making use of Superstay, Minimalist Superstay. Minimalist Superstay is full coverage, so with this foundation I don't think you need a concealer. So I'm going to be making use of warm sun, and I'm going to be applying warm coconut. So these two I'm going to be mixing together to get my perfect shade, and I'm using just a pump from this, a pump from here, and half a pump from here. So I'm going to mix these two together. I put one here, one here, one here, one here, and I still have just little here, so I'm just going to blend them out. So I know I still have like spots around here, this side here. For me this is not a problem at all, but for those of you that really want to like cover it up, I'm going to show you. So I'm going to take one pump of this, of a darker shade, and a little bit of that. As I'm going to be using the brush that we use in applying the main foundation all over our face, I'm going to use that to blend everything out. So I'm going to be using a lighter shade of Milani Conceal plus Perfect foundation. So I'm using this in 09. So guys, I'm going to leave this to get a little bit starky. That way we are going to have a good amount of coverage. So for our brows, you don't want anything overly boxy, you don't want it to be too dark. You just want to work with what you already have. So for my type of brows, I have like a very dark brow hairs. So what I'm going to be doing, basically, I'm going to be using lash glue to, you know, hold down my brow hairs. That way I will not need to fill in so much. I will just, don't worry guys, you see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of that. I'll put it on my brows. So I'm going to be making use of my Carrot brow gel, and I'm going to be mixing it with my foundation, because if I go ahead and use this yellow, it's going to make my brows to turn out too dark. But I'm going to be mixing it with a foundation just to, you know, reduce the this pigment of that brow pomade. So now that we're giving our brows a little bit of that, I'm going to brush it up. So what I'm going to be doing with this is to fill in where I have sparse hair. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and use this pomade to just draw out, to outline my brows. So at this point, guys, if you want to use a concealer, we're going to go ahead and use a concealer or a foundation that is close to our skin. If you want your brows to stand out really well, you will use a lighter shade of concealer, maybe 2 shades lighter than your color, to, you know, clean down the lower part of your brows. But you want it to just blend with your skin. You want it to be defined, but you don't want it to be too emphasized. You want to use your foundation shade, or maybe 1 shade lighter than your skin. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? So this makes the brows look really defined, but not too, you know, emphasized. See, there's a difference between the 2 brows. I'm just going to use that to clean my lid. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out. Now that we've done our brows, guys, I'm going to go ahead and blend out the foundation under my eyes. So this foundation is already tacky, guys. When you leave your foundation this long, it gives you a coverage, a good coverage, and makes blending out a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and set it. So I'm supposed to, if you have a pressed powder that is basically for setting, you can use that. Not all pressed powder are meant for setting your concealer, especially under the eyes. It can be used on your skin, the other part of your face, but under your eyes that is prone to creasing. But not all pressed powders are meant for setting your under eyes. If you apply it, it's still going to make your under eye crease. You're just going to be adding more texture under your eye. So it's better you go with a fine setting powder. I'm going to be using I'm going to use a sachet under my eyes. So I'm not going to like bake or make it too, you know, bright, just like I would do if I was doing like a proper glam and all that. But because this is just going to be like our everyday makeup look, we want to keep it simple. You know, we want to appear like we're not wearing anything, which, you know, I know is not possible, guys, but at least we want to look really, really appealing. We want to look really, you know, flawless, like we are not wearing so much, but while still looking classy. So can you guys see that there's no difference between my under eyes and the rest of my face? So I'm going to be using this very simple lashes. This is just going to, you know, emphasize your eyes. It's not going to make you look like you're wearing so much on your eyes. I'm going to be applying my lash glue on it. Make sure you coat the outer part and the inner part of the lashes, so it doesn't get to stick out when, you know, you are busy doing your daily activities. We're going to leave that to get dry. So I'm using this felt tip Eyelicious liquid eyeliner, pen liner from Royal Makeup. Guys, if you don't have this pen liner, trust me, guys, you need to get it. So for those of you that don't like to wear lashes, you can just use mascara on your lashes. Can you see the difference between these eyes and these eyes? So these lashes, I'm going to start from the outer part of my eyes because I cut the lashes to be a lot smaller. So I'm going to start from the outer part. Make sure you get to that end first. Stick that part very well. Then I'm going to work my way towards the inner part of my eyes. And for my under eyes, I'm going to be using a lip stain, and this lip stain is from Kenna Cosmetics. It's a matte liquid lip stain in 15. The shade is 15. That's the number of the color is 15. So I'm going to, instead of using black, I wanted to use black, but you know, black is just, I mean, it's common. So I just want to use something different in my lower lash line. I don't want to use black, so I'm going to be using this powder palette from Royal Makeup. So guys, for the contouring, I'm going to mix this shade, these two shades. To contour, I'm going to, you know, basically not like to contour a strong contouring, just to give us a little bit of definition on our face so that it doesn't look like flat. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this light peachy shade, just lightly. For cheek glow, I would definitely apply a cheek glow, because this is just going to bring all your look together. You see guys, this will just bring everything together. I might not even apply blush, and I might skip blush for bronzer. This brown lip pencil. So after lining my lips, I'm going to use the brush that I use in cleaning out my brows to blend it out that way, and also use the leftover of the foundation to blend the brown pencil. So I'm just going to, you know, go ahead and apply this shade here, one of this shade here, like, you know, a flush of color. So and this is the finished look, guys. Can you see with what we used? I mean, just little foundation, and we're able to look really glam. So guys, let me know if you guys love this, and this is not looking too much. I hope you guys learned from this process. Let me know if there's anything you learned from this process in the comment section, and what you guys think about this total look. Which part of this process is your favorite? Let me know that in the comment section. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay fabulous guys. Bye.